rally is to come together for a common purpose. Yes, it's back and forth of ideas, but not in a competitive way. It's for like a common goal. So I think that's strong, man. Nice one.
It's probably been a year since I've shot film, so hopefully I can remember what to do. It's like riding a bicycle. We're in. It's like midday now, so the sun is super high in the sky, and honestly I think this is the hottest day that we've had this year so far. The first few tennis courts that I shot, it was a bit cloudy, but then the cloud burned off and the sun came out and it's absolutely roasting. This tennis court that I'm sitting at is I think the 5th tennis court that I've been to today. It's one of my favorites because it's right beside the sea. Sitting here, all you can see is tennis court and ocean. It's actually beautiful. I'm surprised there's no one here playing tennis today because it's almost Wimbledon season and it's a really sunny day. There's no one here. That should be us. Second roll, ready to go. The end of another roll, and I've lost track of how many tennis courts I've shot today. Maybe 12, 14, something like that. Pop this open. Hope for the best. Yeah, we're good. There we go.
Will just be people in the sea. See, I like the sort of blurriness of that.
I don't even really know what it is.
I love that. This is great because at first glance you're like, it's not a tennis court, but then it's like, oh no, that is a tennis. Like it requires you to sort of spend a bit more time with it. Three holes, like that, like they work so well together. Like this is me actually just comparing each photo with the sort of next one, but they all sort of do something cool. Like when you've got like lines like the netting and then the fencing, and there's like a contrast of like repeat pattern. That when they're up against one another, it makes it even more interesting. Oh yes, definitely want to use this one. That's fantastic because that looks like it's done in charcoal. Some of my mark making will be sort of botanical, you know, so not even on the same one necessarily, but if that features and another one features, could be cool. Oh, there's definitely loads of really good, really nice ones. It would be fun to definitely play about with pairing them. So I paired this guy with these lines, but I'm loving how that's working. So it's meant that we're sort of out of whack. I've used that. Haven't used that, but didn't think maybe that with the tree. You know, they were both quite dark. Each one I'm trying to make its own entity. I'm not like selecting a palette that I'm sort of applying to all the panels. Like I sort of want each one of them to have their own little sort of colorway, and not being too afraid of having sort of clashing colors that actually sort of in a strange way work. The pairs of photographs that just married really well with your images, as we sort of looked at before, like getting to that complement and contrast each other. So like one might be darker but have a contrast with like a bright white, and that's what gave the idea to make it really modular and sort of keep the edges of the photographs quite tight. So that set the idea in motion to go for a sort of more grid, like modular approach. It's not about tennis, but it is about practicing our artistic sort of disciplines, isn't it? So it's like it's working hard, knowing your strengths of your visual eye and photography, hopefully some strengths in painting, and bringing it together to make something, as you said, like a to and fro passing of ideas. And it's been about friendship as much as about like a project and making art. You know, it's nice in the sort of digital age to get out of the house and go to locations and scope out locations. Absolutely. And it's also nice in the digital age to be quite tactile and physical with materials and paint. I enjoy these little butt joints and little simple slips from the DIY shop that are just oiled using Danish oil. And it's quite crude, but I like that. I think it looks really nice, and some of them that have a lot of texture and are a little bit rough around the edges. I think a little handmade DIY frame is quite nice. To do a coloured frame in its entirety felt a bit too much for these. But for ages I've wanted to experiment and try just doing one section a different colour that sits really nice with the colours used within the actual piece. To introduce one more different colour in the frame is just nice. So something I want to experiment with, and this is the perfect opportunity to do it. So this one's got a little dusky pink boy in the bottom.
The fish eyes, so
close.
It's so extreme.
So intense. Get my beard.
I would maybe move this one over to the left. Yeah, maybe that's the best way to do it.
No, I like the idea of sending something back and forth and rallying with the piece of artwork as opposed to a tennis ball, sending ideas back and forth with the objective of sort of landing on something that we both love, that we both find interesting, that we both find exciting, but rallying, obviously, like coming together as well, despite like differences and approaches, like coming together for the sake of like something like a common goal, which I think is important today, like wider than this project. It reflects, it says something about acknowledging that it's good to team up with others. It's been difficult. It's like, how do you incorporate something like a still 2D photograph into something like the paint that sort of moves about and is messy, and like, I don't want to ruin your photographs. I'm like, how do I incorporate this, and like sensitive to like what like complements it, or has like a, you know, an interesting, unusual relationship to it without totally destroying it. I don't think the painting aspect of it is the thing that you're drawn to over the photography, and vice versa. I think they have like a harmony and a balance. So the whole idea was to try and get a balance, which was tricky. But I do really think that for me a central thing has been like really appreciating your ability and your skill without pressure. Like, that's the nice thing, like without pressure, like sort of being able to send ideas back and forth and bounce ideas and reject ideas and encourage ideas and challenge ideas and go with the flow and have that sort of tussle with it has been like really fun in like a playful way, and not have like these big expectations for this, like, you know, mega outcome, but just see where it goes. It's like, it's play, it's experiment, and sometimes when you're doing that on your own, you've got like no gauge where it's going. It's just like a different experience to like make something with someone else, with the objective of sort of landing on something that we both love, that we both find interesting, that we both find exciting.